Welcome to this poker tutorial. I'm going to teach you, we're going to analyze a hand played by Shanghai Wong. And it is going to illustrate just really a lot of things about what proper poker play is like. The right way to analyze hands and figure out what your opponent is likely to have and what you should do based on that. So here's Shanghai Wong.
你也没什么钱啊。
对啊，就看我没什么钱嘛。
你们全都没什么钱啊。
There's already 612,000. These are Taiwanese Macau yuan in the pot. That's equivalent to $18 million.
No money, no talk.
Wait, all in here.
This is
why
Okay, so Shanghai Wong just called the all in and he said Satapina. Satapina means I probably don't speak Chinese, so I don't know what that means, but Shanghai Wong he has the ace of diamonds, ace of spades, okay? And the board is showing 3 of hearts, 3 of clubs, deuce of clubs. Shanghai Wong sets out the pina because he has the aces that he wants. These 2 aces are way preferable to having the other 2 aces in this spot. Now some of you are thinking, wait, hold the phone, buddy. What do you mean these 2 aces are preferable? No, ace? How could not a big difference? As a matter of fact, the other aces are better. Because with the other aces, you have the ace of clubs, which means you have 3 clubs total. Means you can make a flush with 2 more clubs. You should have the other 2 aces. Right? No, you're wrong. Look at Shanghai Wong. He said Satapina for a reason. You know, this is one of the premier poker minds out there. And he knows he's holding the better aces to have. Much better. That says it all. So, you know, yeah, I actually considered trying to learn Chinese for the sake of this one video, but then I'm like, you know what, that's kind of crazy, you know? I'm not crazy. I'm not going to learn an entire language just for one poker video, one poker analysis, you know? So yeah, I said I'm not crazy. The thing is, like, I don't know. Out of the 5 psychologists who've analyzed me, 4 of them will say that I am crazy. So, you know, like my sanity is minus EV in poker terms, but like, just because you're crazy doesn't mean that you have to do like all sorts of crazy things. You know what I mean? When they say you're crazy, that just means you do some crazy things, not others. So this is one of the things I didn't do, is learn Chinese for this one video. But anyways, that's not really particularly important right now. I should focus more on the hand. So Shanghai Wong prefers having these 2 aces because, first of all, since he does not have the ace of clubs, that means his opponent could have the ace-high flush draw. He's thinking, you know what? My opponent could have ace of clubs and some other club, and he's just raising me with just a flush draw. In which case, it's good for me because I already have a pair of aces. If he has the ace-high flush draw, I'm a big favorite. You know, and yeah, I like being a big favorite because that's what, you know, being a big favorite is very Satapina. It's very good, you know. So is that what Satapina means? So I'm gonna figure that one out just through context clues purely. But yeah, that's what Shanghai Wong is thinking. But of course, it's all in Chinese because really, Shanghai Wong. Like, I didn't do research to find out whether or not Shanghai Wong speaks English, but come on now, a guy who conducts himself like that, he's not exactly like multilingual. I mean, if he is, all the linguals are Asian. This is not the kind of guy who speaks, you know, English and Chinese.
You get 7-8, Paul?
Yeah, I think that kind of proves it there. So, so Shanghai Wong is thinking, I like my opponent to have the flush draw. Now that I don't have the ace of clubs, that means he could have the ace of clubs. That's good for me. That means he could have the flush draw. Also, Shanghai Wong is like, you know what? I don't want my opponent to have a 3. And one of the 3s he could have is ace-3 suited. That's actually the most likely one. Except, you know what? First of all, I have 2 of the aces. So there are only 2 other aces in the deck. Ace of hearts, ace of clubs. And just so happens that in this situation, this guy cannot have ace-3 suited because he can't have ace of hearts, 3 of hearts. Right? Could he have it? No, he can't have it because look, the 3 of hearts is already out of the deck. It's on the board. And he can't have ace of clubs, 3 of clubs, because, oh, there's no 3 either. The 3 of clubs is out of the deck. So now consider the Shanghai Wong having the other aces. Let's imagine a scenario where Shanghai Wong has these 2 aces. Now this is much different because first of all, he knows his opponent does not have the ace-high flush draw. He knows that his opponent is not semi-bluffing with that hand. He can't have it. Shanghai Wong has the ace of clubs. Also, he knows that his opponent could have ace-3 suited because now in this situation, his opponent could have ace of diamonds and 3 of diamonds, or he could have what is the other one? Ace of spades, 3 of spades. So now there are 2 ace-3 suited hands that are possible for his opponent to have. And really, considering the situation, there was a lot of action pre-flop. You know, not a lot of action, but there was some action. His opponent called. Shanghai Wong raised pre-flop from like early position, and his opponent called on the button. You're not going to call there. Very unlikely you're going to call there with ace-3. Or his opponent called before the button, actually. You're not going to call there with ace-3 offsuit, okay? You're going to call there maybe with ace-3 suited, maybe pocket 3s, maybe pocket deuces, and maybe some other pocket pair or ace of club, whatever. The point is, based on all the stuff that's gone down, Shanghai Wong is really making the distinction between these aces and those other aces, and these aces are clearly very preferable. They just make your hand that much more valuable. So take a look at this. Oh, by the way, that's actually also, this is actually probably more important than anything I just said about, like, you know, which aces you have and all the other stuff. That stuff that I just said is just like for nerds. It's stupid. It doesn't even mean anything. I don't even pay attention to that when I play poker. This is the most important part right here. Right here.
You get 7-8, Paul? You get 7-8?
See that? So this is Paul Foy. His hand action, that's not the correct hand action when you're playing poker. Shanghai Wong has mastered the art of this. He studied under like an 18th generation, like, was it a samurai or I don't know, something like Asian tradition, Asian gambling tradition. I guess not samurai.
TV history. You get 7-8?
So here we go.
You get 7-8?
That's the correct hand action. That's the incorrect. That bouncy thing that Paul Foy does is ludicrous. Really, everything that Shanghai Wong is doing is exactly what you should do when playing poker, regardless of whether you're Chinese or not. If you don't speak Chinese, then you have to just make up for it by speaking Chinese gibberish. I practice that a lot, actually. So I don't like. I just start talking like Shanghai Wong. I'm just like that. I know it's a little bit offensive, but I'm just trying to play good poker though, and I don't know Chinese, so Chinese gibberish for poker purposes is equivalent to Chinese itself. It's the same thing.
I folded King 10 too.
864,000.
By the way, these are not the real cards. The real cards are the ones I showed you. I don't know what this is. This is just nonsense. So everything Shanghai Wong is doing right now is what you should do after you win a big hand. If you win, you know, $20, $30 million playing poker in one hand, this is what you should do. Watch this.
Yeah, he hung you guys.
我爸爸用6、7奥的，你这 AK 可以来吗？你没得牌可以来的嘛，对不对？一句话说，你 AK 不能去了。啊，那个傻逼。
Exactly.
对不对啊？那我下次爸爸奥你，哎，我下次我爸爸奥你，你就
你跟他们肯定跟的吗？
我希望他们来的嘛。
Right there.
希望几个
他们肯定没
啥的你？
哎，他们肯定没 A 的嘛，你肯定也没 A 的嘛。
哦，你怎么知道？
你有 A 怎么样呢？对不对？
妈的，你几家牌你赌你发
这个赢了还傻呢，我输了还更加傻了。
你这个牌没去，
我
气死了，是吧？真的傻了。
我赢了还傻，那我怎么叫还？什么叫我搞的怎么打牌呢？赢了也傻，输了也傻。
Actually, you know what? I think he is speaking Chinese gibberish right now. I'm pretty sure this is not legitimate Chinese. If there are any Chinese people watching this video, maybe they can just like enlighten me on that, whether or not that's actually the case. But I'm pretty sure. I'm like an expert on Chinese gibberish. This guy's speaking Chinese gibberish right now.
还有人输的傻，我输的傻，我练着干嘛呀？
你爸爸拿10个，我拿1个，我可以打你90万，对不对？
Yeah, that's not an actual language right there. No way.
I believe you went with it.
你傻嘛？你怎么
我傻你也
的？
傻嘛？
那么我傻你也傻。
知道你傻我就不傻了嘛。
对，这个牌odds好多啊。
我知道。
So there you go. There's my poker tutorial. I hope that was very educational. I'm sure it was. If you want to pay me money for that tutorial, you know, yeah, yeah, pay me money. I'll take. Yeah, no, yeah, pay me money. Okay.